Good morning, all of you.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Good
All right.
morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning, dear. So today we will start the literature course, and we will begin with chapter number 10, Plowing the Road. It is on page 83.
Yes, ma'am.
Open. Okay. So now this story is about an old man who had a very good son, a dutiful son who knew how to do his duties well. So this is a story about that, and it is a Romanian folk tale. So folk tale of Romania. We are going to do interesting one. Let's see what it is all about. Okay. So Mehek, why don't you read the first paragraph? Mehek, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hurry up, beta. There's some disturbance. Okay, Mehak, you let it be if you're not able to read. Joshita is there?
Ma'am, I think it's some disturbance on my
Huh.
phone.
It's okay. Is Joshita there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta, you read the first paragraph.
Okay, ma'am. Long ago in Romania, there was a drought. The crops failed and there was no food to eat. The country was ruled by a young king. He and his young advisors decided to get rid of the old men. He declared, "Kill all the old men of the land. They have lived their lives. We don't want their wisdom and their advice because we are cleverer and smarter than them."
Alright. So long ago in Romania, there was a drought. What is a drought? Anyone here knows what is a drought?
Sorry, ma'am, but your
Ma'am,
voice
your
is not
voice and your
coming.
video is breaking.
Alright. What is a drought? Do you know what is a drought?
Ma'am, when it becomes dry.
All right. So it is acute
Ma'am,
short.
when there is shortage of water.
Right. Where when there is acute shortage of water, then we have a drought. What do we call it in Hindi?
Ma'am, Akal.
Akal is something else. Akal is famine.
Ma'am, Sukha.
Sukha. Right. Okay. So long ago, in Romania, there was a drought. There was acute shortage of water, and as a result, the crops they could not survive. The crops failed, and if there are no crops, then obviously there was no food to eat. And the country at that time it was ruled by a young king. So he was young, and his advisors also were all young, and they decided that it is better to get rid of the old men because they thought that they are of no use and they have already lived their life, so it is better to kill them, and why waste resources on them. So he declared, gave an order to kill all the old men of the land. And he said that they have lived their lives, and now we even don't want their wisdom and their advice. Why? Because we, the young people, we are more cleverer and smarter than them. Now, that is the mistake that most of the young people do, that what they think that they know more than their parents and more than their teachers also. So this young king and his advisors, they also thought the same, and they thought that they don't want the wisdom and the advice of the old men because they thought that they were smarter and they were more cleverer. Okay, who will read? Taura?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ बेटा.
All over the orders were carried out with the greatest strictness, but there lived among these people a young man who had not the heart to kill his old father. He was frightened of disobeying the king's orders, so he took his old father and hid him in the cellar under the house. There he fed him and looked after him. He carefully visited his father only at night.
All right. And so all over the country, the orders they were carried out because it was the order of the king. So it was carried out with strictness. So all the old men of the country they were killed. But among these there lived a young man, and he could not bring himself to kill his old father. Now he was a dutiful son, and he loved his father, so he did not have the heart that how could I kill my own father. And but at the same time he was also afraid that if he will not obey the king's order, then the king will kill him. And so what he did, he took his old father and hid him in the cellar under the house. So under the house there was a small section and a cell, and there he hid his father. So there was a small room under the floor, and there he hid his father. And he brought food and water for him and looked after him. And what he did, only at night he used to visit his father, and that also very carefully, so that no one notices and no one knows, came to know that he has kept his father alive. Okay, who will read now?
Ma'am, I can read.
Yes, Aranya.
For a while things went well. The country was prosperous, the earth yielded its produce, vineyards flourished, and the orchards were laden with fruit. But things did not remain in that state of prosperity. When summer came, there was such a drought that for months not a drop of rain fell. The crops were gone off the face of the earth, the trees were withered, and there was death and famine in the land. This was followed by a severe winter, colder than the people had ever experienced in their lives. Heavy snow fell and covered the fields. No food was left, not even seed for sowing. The field is springtime. People and cattle were dying of starvation.
All right. Okay, so so all the old men were killed. Only this yeah, one old man he survived, and for a while everything was well, and the country it became prosperous, and the harvest also was plentiful, and the vineyards they produced grapes and in abundance, and the orchards also were laden with all kinds of fruits. But things did not remain in this state for very long. And when summer came, again there was such a drought that for months not even a drop of water fell from the sky. And as a result, the crops they were burnt because there was no water, no rain. The trees they also withered, and there was scorching heat and no water, so they also withered. And there was dirt, there was death and famine in the land. Now, after this severe summer and no rain, it was followed by by a severe winter also, and it was so cold that people had never experienced so much cold in their lives. So there was heavy snow it fell, and it covered all the fields. Earlier it was uh, so dry that not even a drop fell, and now it was so cold that even the fields they were covered with the snow. So as a result, no food was left, and not even there was seed left to sow at springtime. And people and cattle they were all dying of starvation because they were not getting any food to eat. And when seeds were not left even for sowing, so obviously there was no food left for the people. So the people and cattle were now dying of starvation. So one night what happened, the son as usual he came to his father, And when he came to his father, he was not able to bring proper food for him. He just brought him a morsel of food, means just a bite of food he brought to his father. And father asked him that, what is the matter with you, son, and why are you so sad? So the son, he started weeping and said that, father, there's a famine. Now this famine is shortage of food. And so he says that all the granaries everywhere, they are empty, and there is no seed left even to sow. And now when there is no seed left to sow, then obviously all of us will die of hunger. So the old father said that, my son, you do not fear, just take your plough. What is a plough? Class 7th, what is a plough? What do you call it in Hindi? Someone tell me that. Are you able to hear me?
Hull.
Yes, right. It is called a hull. So he said that, my son, do not fear. You take a plough and then you plough up the road in front of the house. So the road, he did not ask him to plough the fields. He said that you plough up the road in front of the house and also plough the next road. And then he said that, do not ask questions. So now if he would have said that, plough the fields, now that would have made sense then. But what he is saying, that you plough the road in front of the house and also plough the road next to it. And so the son, he was a very obedient and dutiful son. He did as he was told by his father. And the summer was very scorching hot, there was no rain. But after that we had this severe winter, and the fields and everything was covered with snow. And so the earth, it had become moist and soft, because the snow was there, and now the snow was melting. So the melting snow provided this moistness, a little water, and so the earth, the soil became moist, and it was easily plowed up. And in a few days the people were surprised. Why? Because all kinds of grains were sprouting and growing from the ground which had been tilled. So there was maize, corn, and wheat, all grew. And as the weather was now favorable, so it yielded also a very good crop. Now the neighbors, they were astonished. They were really surprised at what they saw. And then they went and told the king that what has happened. So the king, he called the young man and said to him, now this what you have done is not of your own wisdom, and no doubt your father must have told you to do this, and your father you must have kept alive somewhere, and he must have told you to do this. And so the king says that, speak the truth and I will spare your life. So he said that, if you tell me the truth, then I will not kill you. So the young man said that, yes, I have kept my father alive. So the young man, he sent for the king, he sent for the old man and asked him that, what was the meaning of his advice. Okay, who will read now? Is Anubhav here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, read. You know where we are?
Ma'am, they both slept in meeting.
Very smart. Alright. Nusra?
Yes, ma'am.
Haan, beta, read.
The old man replied, all throughout the year, carts laden with all kinds of seeds and corn are passing to and fro. Some of the corn fall to the ground and are trodden into the earth by the passers-by. Left in that state, they usually rot. But if the ground is plugged up and is moist and favorable for growth, with no one passing over that part of the ground, some of the seeds have a fair chance of growing. It is upon that chance that I relied, and thus it has come to pass that we have now a rich crop, not only for our necessities, but also to provide you all with enough seeds for your own fields in the future.
Alright. Okay, so the king asked the old man that what does your advice mean? Means why did you advise your son to plow up the road in front of the house and the road next to it? So the old man replied that all throughout the year, the road carts they pass the road, and the carts which are laden with all kinds of seed and corn, and they pass the road to and fro, going this way and that way, and on the way some of the corn and some of the grains they fall to the ground, and then people pass over it, and so they are trodden into the earth, they go down into the earth because the people walk over it, and if they are left in that state, then obviously they will rot, they will die, the seed will die. But if the ground is plowed up and the ground is moist and favorable for growth, and no one is passing over that area, then obviously some of the seeds will have a fair chance to grow, and I just simply relied on that chance, and thus now we have a rich crop, and not only it is sufficient good enough for our necessities, but also it will provide the king with all the seeds which we need for our fields in the future. So when the king and the young people heard what the old man had to tell, they saw that he had a lot of wisdom, and they recognized that they were wrong when they put the old man to death, and they decided that now they will allow the old men also to live in peace and honor. And henceforth the old men also they began to live happily till the end of their days. Means they were not killed anymore. So that was the story. Did you like it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what lesson do we learn from this story? Yes. Tell me, what do you learn from the story? Do you learn anything from the story? Class 7th? Are you all able to hear me? Yes or no? Are you able to hear me? Answer that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. But you didn't learn anything from the story. No one here, not even one.
Ma'am, your voice is
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Okay, just tell me that what did you learn from the story? Now is it clear? Are you able to hear me? What did you learn from the story?
Ma'am, we should never think that we know everything and our elders doesn't.
All right. Okay, so yes, that is nice. We may know a lot, and we, the young people, the teenagers, the young people also. Many times we think that we know a lot, and we know more than our parents, but it is not the right thing. And why? Because our parents they have lived long, they have experienced it all, and so they have gained wisdom through experience also, so obviously they will know much more than we do. So we should not know that we know everything. All right, that is good. And so all of you also keep in mind that when your parents tell you something, that this is the right thing to do, don't do that, that is wrong, don't say that I know it all, I know it is good, please don't tell me. No, it is not like that. They always know more than you, and they know what is best for you. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
yes, ma'am.
So that would be all for today.